In November, you had mentioned that the D.C. handgun law was constitutional. Now you're embracing the Supreme Court's 5-4 decision, striking down that law.
That's not what I said back in November. So
your aide had mentioned something about that.
Well, I don't know what my aide said, but I've been very consistent. I teach constitutional law. What I said was that I believe in the Second Amendment as being an individual right, and have said that consistently. I also think that individual right is constrained by the rights of the community to maintain issues of public safety. I don't think those two principles are contradictory, and in fact, what I've been saying consistently is what the Supreme Court essentially said today. The D.C. law may have been struck down, but they also affirmed the right for local communities to engage in background checks and other common sense laws that most lawful gun owners would agree with. And so I think that we can move beyond some of the conflicts on this issue, make sure that law-abiding gun owners have their rights respected, and at the same time make sure that we don't see the kinds of murders and devastation that we've seen on the streets of so many of our cities.
One other issue that is of great importance here in the district as well is gun control. Mm-hmm. You said in Idaho recently, quoting here, "I have no intention of taking away folks' guns." But you support the D.C. handgun ban, and you said that it's constitutional. How can you reconcile those two different positions?
Because I think we have two conflicting traditions in this country. I think it is important for us to recognize that we've got a tradition of handgun ownership and gun ownership generally. And a lot of people, law-abiding citizens, use it for hunting, for sportsmanship, and for protecting their families. We also have a violence on the streets that is a result of illegal handgun use. And so there's nothing wrong, I think, with a community saying we are going to take those illegal handguns off the streets. We are going to trace more effectively how these guns are ending up on the streets to unscrupulous gun dealers who oftentimes are selling to straw purchasers, and cracking down on the various loopholes that exist in terms of background checks for children, the mentally ill. Those are all approaches that I think the average gun owner would actually support. The problem is that we've got a position oftentimes by the NRA that says any regulation whatsoever is the camel's nose under the tent, and that, I think, is not where the American people are at. I think we can have reasonable, thoughtful gun control measures that still respect the Second Amendment and people's traditions.